so today I'm here to do a book haul for you guys, and this is really bad for me because this is going to be my January book haul, because all these books that I have to show you I did buy or receive in the month of January, and I literally went back into my bad habits first month in because I have 17 books to show you guys, like 17. So 12 of them are new to my TBR, so it's gone up by 12, and I haven't been reading a lot, so I'm kind of losing it a little bit, but I am excited to haul these books to you guys and show you all my new books. But I just can't believe I got all of these in 1 month. And also, yes, I am wearing a jumper and it's still summer, but it just got really cold today, and it's the first opportunity I've ever had to wear my new Disneyland jumper that I bought last time I was here. So it's got like all this neon print stuff on it, and what's really cool is it glows in the dark, which was the main selling point for me of needing this in my life, because clothing at Disneyland's expensive, but I feel like every time I go I always end up buying a jumper, because then it's just like, yes, I'm so cool, I got Disney jumpers. But you guys are here for the books, not for my jumper, so let's just get into it. So the first book I got is The Blood Spell by CJ Redwin. So this is the fourth and final book in her like fairy tale retellings quartet, and this was really cheap to buy, like $14 for the hardcover. But like, how could I say no? It wasn't even in my radar to buy because I still have to read the third book and then I can get to this one. But when a book is that cheap, it's like, how can you not? Like, I shouldn't have, but again, how can you not? So I'm excited. This is a Cinderella retelling. I don't know too much about it because again, I haven't read the third one, and obviously you can read these books in any order. There's just cameos of the previous characters in each book. Really, it's not going to spoil too much of the story because they're companion novels, but I'm so glad I finally own all of them, and I do really need to get to finishing this quartet. Okay, I had to buy a copy of Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim because I listened to the audiobook last year and I did really enjoy it, so I just wanted my own copy. And again, this is one where I was like not gonna buy it, but then it was kind of cheap, so I'm like, yes, I want it. But it is nice to have the physical copy and I can like see the words. And again, this is such a beautiful book that I'm like, why wouldn't I want this? I am trying to get better by not buying as many of the audiobooks that I listen to, like only the ones that I really did enjoy. And like, this one still got 4 stars, but I still just really wanted a copy. Like, I'm not getting much better, but I'm not buying like all of them. I'm really buying like most of them, so I'm like, it's a step up, you know. Another one that was really cheap was Summer Days and Summer Nights, which is another anthology by Stephanie Perkins. So I read My True Love Gave to Me, and I had that book for so long that because I read it, I finally decided to buy the summer one, and it's got completely different authors than the previous collection, but I am excited to read like all these summer romances. I do like the short story format, but then it does get really hard to connect to the characters because you only know them for 20 pages, but I will probably pick this up for a readathon at some point because they're just really easy for readathon. Okay, I did something I said I wasn't going to do, but I bought The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, and what I mean is I wanted to read The Wicked King first, but I didn't. But then I decided to buy this anyway because I might as well. Like, this book just makes me mad. I'm such a bad person though, because I'm like, I don't want to not finish reading this trilogy, and it's honestly because it's so popular. Like, there is so many on my shelf that I haven't bought the sequels to, and I'm like, I don't really need them. Like, there's part of me that's like, buy all the sequels, but I don't need them because I don't really want to read them, and like, I'm not going to read them straight away, then it just takes up space. But it happens so often that I just continuously buy sequels that I never get to, that I can't believe I did this. But this is one that shits me, but I do want to try. But again, it shits me. I just didn't like the first book. That should be a sign that I don't need to keep going. But you know me, I accuse to myself all the time. And then I bought The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh, and this is a book that I was not gonna buy. And I was like, not gonna do vampires. Twilight scarred me. Do not like vampires as much anymore. But everyone kept talking about it and everyone was anticipating it, and the hype got to me. Renee Ahdieh is a favorite author of mine though, so like, I had to buy her book. It was eventually gonna go down, but I just didn't want to. But then I decided to get it, and I am excited. It's giving me like Stalking Jack the Ripper vibes and the Infernal Devices vibes, like with the setting and the characters, and I'm just like, I need to read it. I actually forgot my need to read this though because it's just been sitting there, that I hope to read it soon, but like, I never know when I'm going to get to things because I never know what I'm going to pick up. So I got sent a copy of Ember Queen by Lauren Sebastian by Pan Macmillan, so I'm so thankful for them for sending me this book. I'm so excited to have it. They also sent me a really nice note just making sure I was okay with all the bushfires that were happening last month. It was just really nice that they thought of me, and I just felt so nice to read that note. But this is the third and final book in the Ash Princess trilogy, and I already owned Ash Princess in hardcover, and that just wasn't gonna do for me because like, as the paperback. So I bought the sequels in paperback as well. So we have Ash Princess and we have Lady Smoke. So it's very shiny, you can't see. This trilogy is beautiful, it's all together, it matches, it's the same height. I sent my copy of Ash Princess to Sasha because she didn't own a copy, but she really enjoyed that book as well. So it worked out for me and the paperbacks were quite cheap. So I've read this book and I just need to read Lady Smoke to get to Ember Queen, and Ember Queen came out on the 11th, so it is already out for everyone to pick up and read if you haven't read the whole trilogy. But so excited to just have these now, and they all match. And like, I've been waiting forever to buy Lady Smoke because the edition wasn't available, then it was too expensive, and I was just waiting. So now I have the opportunity to continue on, which I'm very excited about. Then I bought a copy of Weapon by Leonard Noni. I haven't even read Whisper, and so many people have been complaining about how Whisper was like hella bad that I don't even know why. It was just there on the website and I just added it to my cart, and then I was like, oh, I bought that, didn't I? Why? So again, as I said, I just continue to buy sequels when I'm like, I don't need them. I do eventually want to get to this book. Like, I was not a fan of Akane. I own all of them because everyone hyped it up so much that I am just like not really feeling going into the series again right now. I do need to get to them, but like, I don't know. But Whisper is one that intrigued me enough that I do want to read it, but again, it probably won't happen soon. Like, most of the books that are sitting on my shelf are going to be there for a while until I can actually get to them, because I can only read a certain amount each year. And the hard thing is you buy more and then you start reading them and then you don't get to the books that you own. Like, it just gets very difficult. Like, so difficult. Then I got a copy of Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi, and I have seriously not been hearing much about this book release. Like, Children of Blood and Bone was like everywhere, and now the sequels come out and no one cares. And like, I didn't like Children of Blood and Bone, but it is a book that I definitely want to give another go and give it a reread. I didn't end up getting a copy of this book when it first came out, so I never did the reread. So now I have to make myself reread that book to then get to this book, and hopefully I enjoy it. This one is a lot smaller than the first one, and I'm kind of like, what even is going to happen in this book? But I'm definitely not seeing a lot of hype around her anymore, so that's kind of sad. But yeah, it's really hard to get into a book when you don't hear about it much. So I bought a copy of A Heart So Fierce and Broken by Bridget Kimura, and oh my god, it doesn't match, and I should have realized that it wasn't going to. I got the beautiful exclusive edition from Fairy for A Curse So Dark and Lonely with like the really nice spine, but this doesn't work for me, okay? This doesn't work. Like, what am I meant to do? Because when I went on Book Depository and bought it, the dimensions seemed like they'd only be slightly different, like slightly. This is not slight, this is major. And they did have the edition of A Heart So Fierce and Broken online, and it literally sold out within like 10 seconds. So I didn't get a chance to buy it, so I had to buy this copy to be able to get this book. But now I'm just sad and I haven't read it yet. Like, I do want to read this. This is an anticipated read, but down the line I will buy the first book in this edition and just get rid of this, because this small-ass edition has been really weird for me because I don't know where to put it. It doesn't really fit with anything, and it's just like, yeah. But it did come in a book box. This is just the hard decisions of having bookshelves and not knowing what to do with them. Having a tea break, and it's in my Disneyland Hong Kong cup because I'm trash for Disney. Okay guys, I finally got a copy of The Toll by Neil Shusterman, and my friend bought this for me and I'm so excited. So I've been holding off buying this book because it's been hella expensive, but then they just decided to buy it for me and I'm like, oh my god, thank you. And I have not read it yet because I don't know why. I think I'm just scared to know what's actually going to happen because the first two books are just so boss, and I'm scared, and some people have said it hasn't been as good, and I'm just concerned that I'm gonna cry. But I am so excited that I finally have it. I'm one step closer, and I know people have been asking me for my review because they enjoyed my reviews for the first two books, but I need to read it. Like, there's so many books that I also need to read that I'm gonna eventually have book reviews for that I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to do. But I'm just so glad that I have it. Like, it's here, it's in my collection, and just like, I got the towel. Next book I've got is The Gentleman's Guide to Getting Lucky by Mackenzie Lee, and like, look how adorable this little hardcover is. Like, it's so cute. So this is a novella for Monty and Percy when they're trying to get it on, and I'm keen because it doesn't happen for them and it just keeps getting interrupted by different things, and I'm like, yes. I've been watching this novella since I heard of it, and it wasn't even going to get printed in physical form, but then it was, and it's in hardcover. Like, this is so adorable. Like, baby ass hardcovers are just the cutest thing ever. Then I got a copy of Meet Cute by Helen Hunting. So this is another adult contemporary that I've heard a lot about. People have been really recommending recommending it, and I do really want to read it. I listen to most of my adult contemporaries on audiobook, so when they don't have them available on the site that I use, I have to buy them. But for some reason, physically reading them just feels weird. I just like listening to the romantic troubles and the angst and heartache. Like, man, it's so much fun to listen to, and it's really fun too because a lot of the ones that I did listen to, their sequels are becoming available on audiobook, so I'm like, yes. I also finally got a copy of Again But Better by Christine Riccio. So I did start listening to this one on audiobook, and I got up to page 89, and the audiobook just kept glitching and skipping and not playing, so I stopped, and then it took me a few months to actually get the physical copy. But this is a book that I probably want to get to next month because I'm already like this far into it, so this is like a current read. But Christine is probably one of my favorite booktubers. Like, I used to hate her, but now I love watching her videos and just seeing what she's doing. And when she came out with her book, I was so excited, and she's the only booktuber that I feel it's real for. Like, I bet you some publishing houses would just let anyone who is famous publish a book because they know they're gonna buy it. I generally think Christine actually knows how to write, and she's really passionate about it, and she's so important to her, and like, she actually just seems legit to me. And I'm so excited to get behind having a copy of her book, and she's gonna be writing another book that's coming out next year, and it's all happening, and I'm just so excited for her. Okay, I finally got a copy of Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid, so I own all of her current books. I don't know if she's writing any new ones, but I hope she does soon. This is one that I keep hearing people say that you need to listen to on audiobook because of the interview format, but I can't do that because it's not available on the site that I use, so I have the physical copy. I hope it works just as well. I definitely know her format and her style of writing and her style of storytelling, so I definitely am excited to finally have this, and it was everyone's favorite book of last year basically, so I am just keen again that I'm one step closer to getting this book read. And the last book I have for you guys today is the 10-year anniversary edition of Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. I already had the City of Bones issue, but I needed to get this one as well because it's so pretty. It's so pretty, and like, there is artwork happening. Like, I got my Tessa, and we just got all like these nice artworks, and that is all of them. What is Gabriel? And you also have Will in the back there, and it's like the first book completely. And like, what I like too is like throughout the story there's like different arts and stuff. They're just so beautiful, these editions. Like, I just am absolutely obsessed with them, and honestly anything Shadowhunter related I'm gonna buy because it's just my trash series. It honestly is. Oh my god, I'm trying so hard, but like, look at all the new books that I have. This is so heavy. So many here. There's 17, and as I said, 12 are getting added to my TBR, but a few of them I've like already read because I rebought copies and just things that I received and blah 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 blah. But I'm excited about all my new books. Still can't believe this is what I've gathered in a month. It's too much. Oh my god, the hardest thing about doing a book haul is trying to take your thumbnail. My arms hurt. But anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed this book haul. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.